Vacation settings here at TJ Warren TV, where we will be previewing the first preseason game of the 2023-2024 season. Arsenal, Wolves. Let's hit the intro. Welcome, everybody. Yeah! Big up Conor. He is here, and he is dealing with my neuroses because I'm still upset. I'm still in mourning. I will be, and I told Dal this earlier today, and I told you the same thing, Conor. You will not see me in an Arsenal top until I go to Washington, D.C. You won't. This abusive relationship that I have entered myself in supporting this club is probably going to break me one of these days, like truly break me. Like right now I'm like taking the piss a little bit, but like I'm still upset. I'm still upset. How are you feeling right now?
I'm the same as you. I'm on holiday as well, repping the shirt. I couldn't get the glasses today, but I will get them for the next show because like you, I'm going to be on holiday for the rest of these streams. Disappointed, and I'm quite glad none of this game isn't shown in the UK because I couldn't even be bothered to watch it. Really couldn't care. I mean, the season's done anyway. If anything, the game shouldn't even be... Well, actually, they should be played because there are people still playing with points down the relegation zone. But for us, this is the most useless game ever. But, Listen, I say it's useless. We better still get 3 points, by the way. Like, even though it means nothing, we need to go out with a... Even though our pride's pretty much all gone, at least finish the season with a bit of pride, Arsenal. Please.
Right?
No 3 at the back with Partey at right back and Xhaka at left back. Our normal 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3, however you want to call it. Go like that, Arsenal. And yeah, we're chilling, we're vibing. That's what it is, man.
Yeah, you know, when there is absolutely no pressure, nothing on the line, like not even a glimmer of hope at still winning the league. These guys are probably going to come out and beat Wolves 5-0. Watch it happen.
We do that every season whenever we come down to the end last game. I think last season didn't we beat
Everton at home 5-0?
Yeah, 5-0.
I thought it was 5-1, 5-0, something like that.
5-1, and then we beat Burnley, I think the season prior 5-0 or something like that. So it's in our blood to sort of, even if we're down the dumps and haven't even qualified for Champions League like we did last season or the season before that, or even Europe the season before that, we just sort of turn up at the end of the season, you know, new kit, repping, all this different stuff. So we may walk out 5-6-0. We'll see, because Brighton did it to them, so why can't we, you know?
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, and it's one of those things where Wolves, what are Wolves playing for? Nothing.
Yeah. Nothing.
Like this is literally a gym exercise.
Yeah.
So
it's friendly. It's
friendly. Yeah. Where you get to go and see the new gold kits celebrating the Invincibles. How far we have fallen.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that. Let's get into the comments here. We got 10 inside. They got the Chelsea game going. They got the Chelsea Man United game going on, and we got 10 people coming over here because that's also an exercise. Like. It's incredible the amount of support we have for this channel. We appreciate it every single time. We got Luca inside. We got long-haired Yeti inside. He's drinking champagne. I can't. Oh God.
Have they escaped the relegation zone now?
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, they are. They're still in the league.
They're good. They're good now. Yeah, Yeti's popping bottles or drinking beers. I don't know if he's a champagne guy, but he's definitely a beer and cigarettes guy. He's definitely a beer and cigarettes guy, which after my own heart, to be honest. We got Tony inside. We got Dal inside. Dal, Neves to Arsenal is not going to happen. I would love to see it happen, but it's not going to happen.
He's Barca, isn't he? I thought he was linked to Barcelona. I'd love him to come to Barcelona.
I'd love to have him. That's why he's probably not going to come. So
Yeah.
big up to Perchy TV. Big up to Perchy TV. Another one of our Tottenham mates. Tottenham mate. See, now I'm English. One of our Tottenham friends. Big up Perchy. Perchy, if I'm alive, I will come on your show again this weekend around the grounds. Great show. Sub to Perchy if you haven't already. We got Jez inside. Jez is here. Jez will be on American Idiot tomorrow. And we will be cussing the club alongside Oregon Gooner and the Southern Gooner. Matt.
Nice.
The absolute legend. And Conor will be there too, right? High and tight.
Yeah. I'll be there.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Is that a Bud Light? No, it's not. It is a Flying Start IPA. It's beautiful. It's really, really good. And it's not alcoholic because I have to go to a rehearsal after this, but I'm pretending like I'm
sticking alcohol.
Yeah. So yeah. Get your questions in. Let's just have we can take the piss and have a Q&A here. Like, there's really no, like, what are we going to do? We can talk about
DJ, last time we done the show together, we ended up talking about movies. So
yeah, dude.
This could go anywhere. This could
go. Yeah, like, look, and if we were taking it seriously, we'd be like, yeah, like, I really don't want to see Arteta play another 3-4-3.
Yeah,
what the hell was he thinking? What I really want to see Kieran Tierney start because Zinchenko. No, you're not going to see any of that. You're going to see a piss poor lineup, but they'll probably play out of their boots and they're going to get a 3-0 win. We got Elias in here too.
By the way, Chelsea are getting smashed 4-0 by Man United.
So who cares? Like, same old for Chelsea too.
And actually, do you know what? Wolves can achieve something because if Chelsea don't win their next game, Wolves can actually finish above them. So that's an achievement for Wolves, maybe, to finish above Chelsea. But apart from that, no, nothing. It'll be the most boring game, and I'll actually be out and about while it's happening. So
that's so ridiculous. Elias, why are you wearing sunglasses indoor? Are you copying Will Stewart too? There is no copying Will Stewart. Will Stewart is Will Stewart. I am on vacation, and these are the sunglasses that I have at my disposal.
I need to get some spray bands or something like that. I need to check myself out, definitely.
Absolutely. Okay, so yeah, let's talk about the game. Why not? So Wolves have been terrible this season.
Yeah, they've
been horrifying. They still have very, very good players in Ruben Neves. Are you confident about this weekend, especially with nothing on the line?
It would be a big disappointment if we concede, because I think, if I'm correct, these are the lowest scoring side in the league this season. I think they're 1 below Southampton at the moment, or maybe 2 below Southampton. So if we concede to them, it's actually a joke. And they've got a 36-year-old Diego Costa. The only guy I can maybe see causing up some problems could be Hwang Hee-chan. I think he's the only one.
He's always dangerous.
I think is he their top goal scorer this season? Let's have a look.
I was literally about to look that up.
It is. Oh no, it's Podence. Completely forgot about Podence.
Yeah,
it's Podence and Neves joined together. So yeah, listen. Do you know what? Can I be honest with you? I'd really like to see someone like an Emil Smith-Rowe start this game. But then again, is he going to leave in the summer? I know for a fact Xhaka's going to be starting, and I know for a fact that there'll be a massive parade for him at the end of the game because that will be the highlight. It'll be the new shirts, which I'm not really a big fan of, by the way. I know a lot of people aren't, and I'm just the gold was obviously there because Adidas got too ahead of themselves and thought these guys are going to win the league, and I don't blame them. We were up on top for 248 days, and they were like, "Yeah, they can't mess this up." Well, Adidas, welcome to the life of Arsenal. We did, but I don't know what it is. I prefer the home kit of this season than the one we've got next season. I probably will end up still buying it because I buy at least one shirt every season. I never buy more than one because they are way too expensive. They're about £100 a piece over here in the UK. Probably more expensive for you guys over in the US
because we have to pay shipping and all that crap.
Exactly. Yeah. The second kit looks terrible. The lollipop lady kit, as we call it over here in the UK. And God knows what that third kit's going to look like. And quickly, last thing on the kit, that pink third kit we have this season, we've only worn once this whole season. Can you believe that? That one third.
Yeah. Do you remember what game it was?
It was Bournemouth away.
Nice, good memory on this kid.
Yeah. He scored that cracker of a goal for us, and And yeah, but anyway, yeah, back to the Wolves game. I wouldn't mind seeing. Well, then again, we can't really rotate much, can we, TJ? Because realistically, we've got a good couple injuries. I would like to see an Emil Smith-Rowe start. I'd like to see Smith-Rowe stay next season, preferably. However, he has been linked with moves to Aston Villa. Zinchenko's still out. Martinelli's out. El Neni. Honestly, as long as we don't go with a BS3 at the back of whatever Arteta was doing the other day, which was so disrespectful towards Nottingham Forest, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be disrespectful towards Wolves, in my opinion. You can't be, as much as we did say this is a friendly, don't be trying that. Do that in July on the training field. You've got a month to prepare on the training field after the league's done. Month and a half. Do it then. Don't do it in a Premier League match, And so, yeah, I honestly reckon we can go out and smash them 4-0. We've got the assets to do it. We've played fantastic football this season. I wouldn't mind actually seeing the Arsenal of majority of the first half of the season edging onto the second half after the World Cup turn up on Sunday and smash them 4 or 5-0 because that's what we normally do. And if we lose, Jesus, that stadium I think will erupt, in my opinion. And but I think we should smash them easily.
No, because we have to happy clap Granit Xhaka all the way to Leverkusen. So it's one of those things where even if we lose, I think people are going to stay around. Like, we would need to be down by like 3 for people to actually leave that stadium.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's just the state of the club, unfortunately. So here's the thing that I think is reprehensible, because you bring up Granit Xhaka, right?
Yeah.
We know he's leaving.
Yes.
We also know that Kieran Tierney is leaving, but I don't think that's getting talked about enough.
Yeah.
He if there's anybody that deserves an honor guard and a lap, it's Kieran Tierney. What he has had to put up with during his time at the club, the absolute abuse that he's gotten from this coaching staff. I get it. He's gotten a lot of injuries. He's had a lot of problems in that area. I get that.
Yeah.
But he has been a consummate professional throughout this entire Zinchenko experiment, and he's been extremely solid when called upon. I really don't think that the Arsenal fan base is giving him enough flowers. I really don't. Because all they can talk about is, Granit Xhaka. People are singing songs about Granit Xhaka. The guy who threw the armband down, and people have forgotten about that. The guy who literally cussed the fans, but they're going to give him an honor guard and they're going to give him a lap.
Yeah. Well, do you know what it is? What it is? I wouldn't be actually surprised. I think El Neni should leave at the end of the season, because from what I've heard and it's fact, you can look it up. He is starting a training academy. Why he should be on contract with Arsenal next season, which should be ridiculous. So he should be.
Yeah.
But either way, I know Granit Xhaka has been here for 7 years, right? And I respect that. And he's had a great season. But do you remember when, do you remember the season when Aaron Ramsey left and Petr Cech, and they had the walkout for them? They stood side by side, and they gave him I don't know what they gave Ramsey. But if they do that to Xhaka, Jesus Christ, I swear to God. Because I rate Ramsey higher than Xhaka, 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
And the problem, if they do that, I swear to God, I honestly swear. Like, Xhaka, have your moment around the fans, walk around the pitch. Yeah, cool. You've been here for 7 years. Fair play to you. You have been here for a while. However, Ramsey didn't tell the fans to F off. Ramsey was Arsenal through and through. Fact. And it was unfortunate we let him go, but, down to him. He wanted to leave. He wanted to try something new in Italy and all that. And he did go to Juventus. Fair play to him. But Xhaka, all he deserves, and no disrespect, because he has been here for a good while, but that shouldn't take away. El Neni's been here for a long while. He doesn't need a players side by side and walking up and little round the stadium, clap around. Yeah, fair play. Have your daughters or he's got a daughter, maybe your wife. Yeah, cool, do that. But I swear to God, if we dedicate a whole thing to him, Jesus Lord. And people are going to wrap this up, and it's going to become a TikTok compilation of like Granit Xhaka best moments with James Blunt, Goodbye My Lover in the background, and it'll be absolute shambles in my opinion. But oh dear. Yeah. Xhaka's getting a statue. Yeah. Do you know? Don't get me wrong. Xhaka's had moments, but they're moments. They're not long periods. Like I've said it before on streams. Xhaka, one good thing I remember him for is a cracking goal he scored against Crystal Palace the season Unai Emery was here. He scored a cracker from the corner flag, just a bit further. Really swooped around the goalkeeper into the back of the net. That's probably one of the main things I'm going to remember about Xhaka. Unfortunately, the main thing I'm going to remember about him is throwing the armband on the pitch and telling the fans to F off. And unfortunately, Granite, that is what people like us are going to remember you for.
I have a game. I have a game for the people in the chat. If you were going to make a Granite Xhaka YouTube compilation of what you remember him by, the moment you remember him by, put your number one in the chat.
Don't
you want to hear mine?
No, because a lot of people are going to put the F off bit. Don't
put the F off bit. Don't put the F off bit. That's lazy. That's lazy.
Be positive about Granite Xhaka.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I know what I was going to say wasn't positive. I was going to talk about the red card in the League Cup. That was what I was going to talk about.
Yeah. Do you know what?
Like the idiocy.
Do you know, if he does walk out with the players alongside giving him a clap, do you know what award he should get? He should get the award for no red cards this season, unless he throws that away in the Wolves game.
No, if he's really gonna, Jaminho, I was the same way. Sent off against Liverpool. Yeah.
That was a shambles.
I still remember that.
Grabbing, was it Ashley Barnes by the neck when we had no fans in the crowd? Yeah. Yeah. So there's been many moments
getting in Trent Alexander-Arnold's face in the Liverpool game and setting off Anfield. Yeah, that was great.
Do you know what? The Bundesliga is going to be, because I know he was obviously there before with Mönchengladbach, and I think it is confirmed he's practically going to Leverkusen now. Do you know what? Germany's probably perfect for him because they kick off at each other anyway. They start tackle the crap out of each other, and they just, so that's perfect for him. And I wouldn't be surprised if he accumulates a load of red cards in the Bundesliga. Because the problem with Granit Xhaka is, and he's even admitted this on interviews, I think he done an interview with Sky Sports, and there was a couple of, I can't remember the pundits who were on it, but they were bringing up that there are factors of the old Granit Xhaka, and he agreed with it, that there are times where he can't control his anger. And for a man who's coming up to 30 now, who's been in football for a decade now, maybe even longer than that, like in professional football, maybe about a bit further than a decade, the fact that he's been all right this season. Well, we say that Liverpool, other events like that, he can't control his anger. And I don't get why, after the amount of red cards and the amount of telling offs and the amount of things that he's done, that he never seemed to learn that. That's just one thing about him. But to be fair to him, he's got a cracker of a left foot. So that's what I mean.
Yeah, the goal against Man United last season.
Yeah,
that was unbelievable.
He's got a cracker of a left foot. I'll give that to Xhaka. And to be fair, he is the captain of Arsenal. Let's be real now. He's the captain without the armband, if we're going to be serious. Because Odegaard isn't the captain. Odegaard is the captain because, let's be real, we would never give it to Xhaka anyway because of what happened. And Arteta knows that. But he is the captain. He is. We know that. And, I'm not going to miss him. I'm going to be real. I'm not going to miss him. I mean, he was packed and ready to leave for Roma last season or the season before that. He was on Instagram comments talking with Jose.
Twerking for Jose. Yeah,
he was literally, Jose was commenting on his Instagram post and he was having to go back, probably getting in the DMs of each other. How much am I getting paid and all that? He even said, I had my bags ready to leave. And
sending a Venmo request.
He wanted to leave because of all the abuse he was getting, but it was because of what he done. You can't, that's not normal in football. But listen, Granit, thanks for your services. You did win 2 cups with us. So I'll give you that, and you got a cracker of a left foot, but by God, you've got the attitude of a 5-year-old. So fair dues. I'll miss you for your left foot and some cracking long shots you scored, but I'm not going to miss you for the red cards. Cheers, Granit.
I don't think I'm going to miss him at all.
Yeah,
best of luck in Germany, and I hope we get somebody that isn't named Lakanga to replace him.
Yeah, well, I mean, do you know one last thing. Xabi Alonso is building a decent team. However, there are people that want the likes of Moussa Diaby and Tapsoba and all these people at the club. So, yeah, I wish him all the best. I never wish bad stuff on a player, ever, unless he's a real dick to, like, Adebayor, for example. But, yeah. Granit Xhaka, wish you all the best, my friend.
There's a good question. Jaminho, I won't look it up. This is a dumb. This is an impossible question to answer. Here's a pub question. Does anyone know how many yellow cards Xhaka has received for Arsenal? The answer isn't one bit surprising. How long has he been here?
Red cards, I think he's had about 6 or 7 for the club.
Yeah, 7. I thought it was 7.
Do you know?
If I'm thinking correctly.
Right.
Yellow cards?
Oh my god!
Is it in the triple digits? Is it in the triple digits?
Yes, it's in the triple digits. No one said anything in chat. Wait, hide chat. Put on private chat, TJ. I want you to actually guess how many. Wait.
I'm going to private chat.
Oh my god! Okay, guess how many yellow cards he's had this season. Oh wait, I haven't even counted cup competitions.
Good lord!
Jesus Christ, Granite! Yo, Jesus. Wait, let me actually. Jamina's put it in the chat, but I do.
Okay, I did not. I've blocked. I'm not looking at the comments right now. I'm not looking at the comments.
Well, have a guess yourself. Get free guesses.
Dude, I don't. Can I get an over? Can I get an over under?
Well, from what I would, give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds.
Oh God, that means I'm gonna look like a dick when I don't.
Well, I mean, the fact that Jamino has put it. Yeah, Jamino, I think Spursy Mikel Arteta has put it right. Yeah, no, Jamino, it's definitely not that number. It's definitely the one that Spursy Mikel Arteta said. Yeah, so it's in between. It's no higher than 70 yellow cards in his career at Arsenal. So between 70 and 20. So 20 and 70, sorry. Have a guess, TJ.
62.
You're close. Shall I just tell you? Well, from what it said on FotMob, and Elias is correct, and from what I've seen on FotMob, it's 57 yellow cards at Arsenal.
Oh my God.
57. Jesus Christ.
My God.
I wonder if he's the high. He's got to be one of the highest.
He has to be one of the highest. Yeah, that's an interesting fact, Jamino. Thank you so much. And smash the likes up, smash the subs. We're just, we might talk about the game. Who really cares? Yeah, we might talk about the game. Big up Arsenal forever. Tony, long-haired Yeti, Elias in the chat hanging out with us. Spurs fans hanging out with us. Drew, bottle job Gunners, the legend. Drew, what's up, brother? What's up?
And just to reiterate, another bit of a fact. Xhaka is second out of all time yellow carders at Arsenal. And I actually never realised this. The first is actually Patrick Vieira.
That doesn't really surprise me.
75 yellow cards. That's probably the one you were on about, Jamino. It's Patrick Vieira with 75 yellow cards. And then it's Granit Xhaka with 56, Keown with 55, and then Ray Parler with 52. So,
yeah, that Vieira stat doesn't surprise me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Second place, like Arsenal.
Hey, we're picking up a theme.
Yeah.
We're picking up a theme.
Apparently it's 56.
Yeah.
But yeah. Good.
Man United 4, Chelsea 1. Thanks.
They scored.
Thanks.
Wait, they scored.
Thanks. Yeah, Joao Felix scored.
Do you know what? I was watching the game while I was having my dinner that I cooked tonight, and Joao Felix was on the bench, and he was just like this: "Get me out of there!
Get me back to Madrid."
And
Lampard, weather up here sucks.
Yeah, and then Lampard looked like he just looked deflated. And I'm sorry, Frank Lampard should not be managing in top level football for at least 5 years. He's got to really establish himself now, or even just go into punditry, mate, because I'm sorry. They should have kept Bruno Saltor. They should have kept him, but yeah.
I've never, like I've said before, and it's been said everywhere else, I've never seen somebody fail upwards like Frank Lampard. Ever.
Yeah. Personally, I don't think... I mean, you could say I could put in, because obviously I haven't been following football as long as maybe 2014, maybe 13. Steve Bruce, he was bad at Newcastle. He was bad.
He was
very bad. I'd probably put him further than that. There's probably way more people that loads. Do you want to throw that question out into the chat, TJ? Who's the worst manager that the chat's ever seen?
Who is the worst manager the chat has ever seen? And don't say Arteta. That's.
Don't say Arteta.
I know we're all upset, but we all know that's not true.
Yeah,
there have been worse.
And it's got to be a manager that's actually been in the job for a while. It can't be like an interim for like 2 months. It's got to be a long period manager, maybe a year. And that's why personally, in my time watching football, I would go for Steve Bruce.
Big up Spurs in between the lines. Thanks for popping by, man. Smash a like. I know everybody's going around. It's a big, busy YouTube football world out there this afternoon, and we're talking about Arsenal when the Man United and Chelsea game just finished up. So there's 16 inside. I appreciate everybody who comes in here. It's awesome. Yeah, so put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. The worst Premier League manager you've ever seen.
Stephen Kenny. I knew he'd put Stephen Kenny in.
Yeah,
How did I know Firmino put Stephen Kenny in?
Yeah, shocker.
Oh, dear.
Shocker.
And do you know what? He was like, there's a few candidates for me. I'm like, he's going to put Stephen Kenny in it. Yeah, he did. Yeah, Lampard's definitely up there, mate. But you know, it's such a shame because that season he was with Derby, they actually had a very good season. And I think in that season he had Mason Mount. There was a couple others he had. Did he have? I think he had Tomori in that team. He definitely had a few. There was definitely a good few players he had in that season. And he should have stayed at Derby, but then he went to Chelsea because I really thought he could have built something with that Derby side. Because then after that, I think Wayne Rooney joined, and then it all went downhill for them. And then they went into not liquidation, but they went really, really badly down. But yeah. It's sad, in my opinion, but listen, he really don't have the managerial experience, in my opinion. You look at Steven Gerrard, he's now taking some time out. Maybe he'll come back, but Frank Lampard needs to sit out of the scene for a bit. He needs to.
Dude, I was going to say it was between, and this is, okay, so I actually have a clarifying question. Question. Is it a manager like at multiple clubs or a manager's performance at a single club?
Manager's performance at a single club, but he's got...
Okay, I got it. I got my answer. Graham Potter at Chelsea.
I think that's a bit unfair. And I'll give...
Why is that unfair?
Because, one, the players that they brought in for him, he did not want. And I think we knew that as a fact. And two, the run he had at Brighton was very good. And he should have stayed.
We're not talking about Brighton.
I know. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. All right. I'll give that to you then. But personally, in my opinion, it's got to be Steve Bruce for me, in my time anyway, because I know there's probably been worse from when maybe in the 90s or maybe in the early 2000s. But the football I saw from Newcastle under Steve Bruce was nothing but shocking.
Yeah, it was brutal.
He was the most incompetent. The guy in the press conferences was the most annoying fella ever. And I think he was, if I'm correct, he was a decent player when he played. I'm not even going to say the clubs he played for because I might make myself look like a right dick, but he did play for some decent clubs. And I think he was a decent player back when he used to play. Obviously, I don't know, but I think from what I've seen and heard. But yeah, he, as a manager at Newcastle, I think he had some decent runs maybe at clubs before, but at Newcastle, he was a shambles. And I'll definitely put him up there. I was going to quickly say, TJ, to crack some time, and I know we've been trying to do it, but I don't know if you want to make it as a separate stream. Do you want to do a keep, low, and sell in this?
I think we're going to do that as a separate stream. I mean, we can talk about it on here. I'm totally fine with it, but we've tried so hard to do it, and I kind of want to make that into a big
dedicated stream.
Yeah, I kind of want to make that into a stream, especially. And we started doing that on the call-in show the other day, and it just went completely off the rails. So let's.
Oh yeah, that went no one. But then again, we had about 9 people in there. And one was saying keep, load, sell. Yeah. This is why it is, and that was a shambles.
And then everybody had to. I should have TJ Wardened that a little bit better.
Maybe make it into an American Idiot show.
We might. It's one of those things where we got a lot of cool show ideas for the summer. But one of those ideas, which this will make Elias's ears perk up, is we're gonna have a buy keep or a keep bench sell for all of the big 6 teams, and we'll invite people on to give their opinions.
That is going to be lethal.
It's going to be lethal, and having, especially when we get the Tottenham guys on here. Oh my days! It's gonna kick off. I just got to figure out a good time for Stelios and Will to come back on here, and we'll get Elias on here too.
I want to get
but not that fraud Dietrich Kane though, and that's all I'm gonna do.
He was sad. That was funny because I left the I left the stream the other day. I think was it the match reaction? What was the stream? We had the 8 people on the other day. Was that the match?
Yeah,
reaction?
it was the match. It was just a call-in show match
Yeah,
reaction.
about the Man City stuff. Yeah, and I obviously made the comments about our transfer business, and I left. And DJX was like, "Oh, so TJ isn't the one that does his own graphics, just to pay."
Yeah, you caught that. That was so funny. I was just like, he called me a lazy piece of shit, and I'm just like, I'm here to talk. All right, I'm an entertainer. I'm not an artist.
I'm the editor. So,
he's the editor. He does all the work. All this stuff that you see here, it's all him. So yeah.
I want to get your opinion on something, TJ.
Yes.
Another news story has come out with Arsenal transfer news.
Is it embarrassing?
No, it's actually a pretty interesting one. And in my opinion, we should have done a swap deal. We are linked with a Bayer Leverkusen player, and that is for the centre-back Edmund Tabsoba. Now, I'm not going to lie. I'm not Strasbourg Steve. I do not know much about the Bundesliga and their players. But I think Tabsoba is a decent player.
We lost Conor. I think he accidentally clicked something. Tabsoba. Leverkusen. Let me see. Come back, Steve. Come back. Come back, Steve. Come back into the chat. There he is. Conor. There he is. What happened?
I look like a right dick now, don't I? I thought I clicked on the so on my tabs, I thought I clicked on the Twitter post. I clicked on the X of the stream got myself out. I look like a right knobhead there. Sorry about that.
Hey, well, hold on. You deserve this. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You blew it! I had to do it.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Do you know what we need to get you? We need to get you a soundboard where you like hit one. And
it's on the shopping list.
Yeah,
it's on the shopping list.
Those.
I'm moving, and I'm actually moving to the basement. Over the off season, I'm building a studio down there. It's gonna be scenes, and it's all you. It's everybody in the chat's fault. Okay, it's everybody in the chat's fault. You guys let me do it.
All the raging.
Birthday settings. Oh yeah, it's Jaminho's birthday tomorrow. Everybody say happy birthday in the chat. Jaminho. Big up Jaminho, man. God, what are you gonna be like 18? All you young kids.
But I wish I was 18. I'm joking.
Yeah. Get out of here. All right. What was your so Tabsoba?
Yeah, we're linked with him. But then again, TJ, we're linked with everyone under the sun. I mean, I've seen reports today that now Man United want Mount, and now we've been linked to him, and it's just like, it's so infuriating when we see like now the likes of Declan Rice has now been preferred to go to Man United. But then I watched Lee Gunner streams, and he says that David Ornstein apparently said that Rice gave his word to Arsenal. So it might all just be paper talk. Can I be honest with you, TJ? I really cannot be asked. When I was younger, I think I cared about it more, but now I'm getting a bit older now, and I say that old. I'm turning 20. It's not that old, but I don't really. I'm starting to get a bit annoyed with all the transfer rumors now because we'll be linked with a player for so long, and then it never ends up happening, and then another team will snatch him. And I see more of Caicedo coming to the club than Declan Rice personally, because he wanted to come in the summer. I personally think he would suit our style more, in my opinion. As much as I do like Declan Rice, I don't think we're going to get both, because this is the exact same thing of when we were linked with Aouar and Partey, and everyone was like, they're both coming. Then we're not going to get. I'd be very surprised if Arsenal got both Declan Rice and Caicedo. I'd be very surprised because, excuse me, I've seen the thing of Edu saying we're going to sign 5, bring in 8. Only going to be. Oh man,
he's only going to be 16. Jaminho, you are young. You're a youngin'. God, I'm old. Go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah, so I saw the thing with Edu saying we're going to sell 8, bring in 5, right? And I said this the other day. We are going to sell to buy, which is what every club does. But for some reason, some Arsenal fans think we're Chelsea or Man City, where we're going to spend so much and then sell very little or not sell very much. The problem with selling 8 players is, unless it's like the likes of Martinelli, which we're not going to do, the players that we're selling aren't worth a lot. Nope. So the players that we're buying, we're not going to make enough profit we're not going to make enough profit from outgoings to bring in higher priced incomings. Because if you look at the likes of City, they sold Zinchenko, Jesus and Sterling. I think altogether that was about 150 million, more than that. And look at the profit they made off them players. We don't have them players. And the players that we do have that are our starting 11 we want to keep. And that's the problem. And that's why we shouldn't have gone down the road of Project Youth. Because we've got these kids like Sambi, like Fabio Vieira, like Nketiah, like Reece Nelson, who are worth nothing. That's the problem. We didn't go out and buy stars. We went through this project, which has now ended, by the way. It has. Let's be real now. And now we're on the road of now starting to buy, what it looks like, starting to buy world-class players. And that's not because we're in the Champions League. We could have done it in the Europa League. Money talks. Money does talk at the end of the day. But the factor is, the way that Arsenal work is, and it is down to the Cronkies for not giving us a high enough budget. I saw a thing the other day about how much their American teams have won this season or throughout the course of this year.
The Nuggets are about to win the NBA championship.
Yeah. And doesn't that show that they're putting more money possibly towards those clubs? I don't keep up with the NBA or anything like that, or the NFL.
Well, they have a salary cap over here. So it's not really about investment into the club per se. Like the Cronkies can operate off of not to go too far off of the transfer talk, but the Cronkies can operate off of a formula where they lose for seasons upon seasons upon seasons, and then they collect draft picks to get the best players, develop those players, and then once those players are developed, they plug the holes where they don't have the players that are developed with veterans, and then go off and win. They did that with the Avalanche. They did that with the Colorado Mammoth, the lacrosse team, and they're about to do it with the Nuggets.
Yeah.
You can't do that. But the frustrating thing about it is you can't do that with Arsenal, right?
Yeah.
I think it'll ever happen. A salary cap, that you can have financial fair play, that's fine. But a salary cap will never happen in the Premier League. It'll never happen. And
but
we should do that.
Yeah, 100%. And don't get me wrong, I'd kill for someone like Todd Bowley. Not actually Todd Bowley, because he's in my opinion, a fool.
Somebody with his bank account.
Someone who would throw 500 million one season. But we'd spend it correctly. Not like Chelsea, who just bought Dross. Not Dross. They've brought in too many players, and it's just... They've done a Nottingham Forest. They really have. Too many players, and it's just overhauled the squad. Fact.
Yeah, absolutely.
And one thing I do want to quickly go on is the problem that we've got this summer. People, I think, are getting way too ahead of themselves, in my opinion. They're all looking at the incomings. We've got so many loanees that are coming back. So I think we've got about 10 or 11. We've got to offload them. Because let's be real... I'm going to be honest with you. We're looking at squad depth, right? And TJ, if we sell 8 and bring in 5, we're going to be in the same situation this season.
Well, you're the one.
Go on, TJ.
You're the one that was giving us that sent me the article that sent me over the edge about frickin' who was it? Cedric coming back and wanting to fight for a spot, and I nearly threw something against the wall. And I'm like, you know what? If he is even involved in the conversation, we are stuck in cement before we even get out of the gate.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, he's not good enough. He's not good enough. I think he was with Inter Milan for a season, if I'm correct. Whether they're in the Champions League or not, I don't know. So if they were, I guess you could say he's got experience. But that's not the depth that I want. And I was going to quickly reiterate, we've got loanees coming back, obviously. If I'm going to be real, the ones that I would keep are obviously I would keep Balogun 1,000%. I think he's done fantastic.
I want Arteta to give him a go.
Yeah,
up top,
100%.
The American,
the American player now. Yeah,
I don't know why does he still have an England flag on the Arsenal website? Why
change that?
He is an American. He is a real
he was
American.
Born in America, if I'm correct.
Yeah, he's born in New York City.
Yeah. So So anyway, the loanees that I bring back Balogun 100%. And because I know for a fact, TJ, if we do end up selling 8 and bringing in 5, we are going to be in the exact same position where we're not going to have enough squad depth. And it's fact, because we'll be in this situation again next season where it's going to be we didn't have enough squad depth because we had injuries. I would keep Pepe in the sense that he has had Champions League experience. If I think he has with Lille, correct me, guys, but he's definitely had European experience. And as much as he has been pretty bad for Arsenal, but he has had his moments, I would keep him. The fact that Trossard's taken his number gives me a bit less hope.
That's brutal.
I think that is saying Arteta saying, "Yeah, mate, don't want you here." Because at the end of the day, it wasn't his signing; it was Unai Emery's signing. But as much as depth goes, I would like to keep him. as just a spare winger.
Okay, let's just run through it. Let's just run through it.
Let's go for it, man. Okay,
guys on loan. Guys on loan. Let's run through it. We'll just do guys on loan. And big up, while you pull that up, I'm going to big up some new people in the chat. Elias is on here and now in his Step Up Spurs account. Thank you. Let's up the viewing hours. Everybody, just go to sleep and put this show on repeat on your phone. And you can fall asleep to the sweet sounds on my voice.
Your TV,
your TV everywhere. Yeah, get the watch hours up on here. By the way, that call-in show, Connor, is almost up to 1K views.
That is got to be a staple on the TJ.
That is insane.
Yeah, that's got to be a staple for next season.
Yeah. We will for sure. Yeah, I want to call up Cyborg Ninjas in the chat. Big up Cyborg Ninja. Goguma. I love Goguma. She's always so positive. Awesome. And everybody else in the chat. Tony's still here. Yeah. Everybody keep it going. Yeah, Goguma. Yeah, put it on repeat. Let's get it going. Okay, I'll name them off, and you tell me what you think. Okay. Runnerson.
Get out. Do you know what? I'll give it play. He was about 3 million, 4 million.
Yeah.
But I'll never forget that City game. He had the biggest carriest game ever. And in my opinion, it was quite unfair of Arteta to throw him out against City in that game. But by God, Turner is better than him as a secondary. So, nope. See you later, Runnerson. See ya. And by the way, TJ, I want to make this very clear. The players that I'm saying sell here, they better not be loaned out again. We better get rid of these guys. I swear to God. Just sell them for the 1 mil, 2 mil. There'll be clubs in Austria or wherever that will buy this guy. Send him back to France. Honestly, I do not want to see one single free transfer unless it's an end of a contract. I don't want to see one single termination of a contract this summer. I want to see them all gone.
I agree.
Sayonara, finita. Yes, carry on, my friend.
All right. Shout out Arsenal Forever. TJ, I'm off on my summer holidays. Just want to say thank you for your content. Look forward to seeing more from you and your channel in the summer. Connor, big up to you too. Big up to you, Arsenal Forever. You're an absolute legend. We see you everywhere, bro. So the fact that you're here in my chat, it's an honor. I'm not even going to lie. And yeah, speaking of the summer, there's going to be some cool content coming out because TJ, I'm talking in the third person. TJ is going to his first Arsenal match on July 19th. On the Arsenal America Tour, I have paid the money. I am a club shill, but I need to go see the club that I talk so much shit about.
Country. Go 100% go see them.
I know. And to add on to it, we were talking about kits earlier. I'm probably going to get all three because they are so they are so ugly. They're so ugly.
You're going to buy the second kit.
You have to. I'm buying the second kit.
Oh, Jesus.
100%. I'm shameless. I'm shameless. I don't care. Yeah, and that's the only money I'm going to spend on this fucking club.
Yeah, I never.
Okay? I don't get to see the games. I don't like. I'm done after that. I'm not going to go out and buy the right tracksuit. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. God. Yeah, no, I don't. I only ever buy the kit. I can't stand the merch drops whatsoever. I think majority of them are crap, in my opinion. But to be fair, I've got to say this, though. Adidas have been so good with kits. They have let me down this year, man. I hope the third kit's a banger, because the third kit normally is a banger, because we had the black one this year. I think we had the blue one the season prior, which I liked.
Yeah.
We better have a banging third kit, because we normally do. But that away kit.
I think it's isn't it that green one?
The pink third kit this season. That was the away. The black was the away kit. We've had banger third kits. Give us a good third kit this year.
I like the pink third kit, but we only saw it once, like we said.
I think that'd be worth a lot of money, by the way, now, because it's only been more months.
Yeah, it was only one. Yeah, I got the pink kit that I have is a Martinelli shirt. So nice. I need him to pop off, and maybe I can weasel my way into getting it signed. Yeah, second kit looks like a luminous green colored underpants with a shit stain on it. Wow, that is aggressive. Yeah. That is aggressive. Okay, back to the loan talk. Runnerson, get him out. Get him out. Send him back to Iceland. Arthur and Cuoco.
Yeah, he won something with that Austrian team. However, if he comes back to Arsenal, he's going to be a third choice.
Third string.
So, no. Loan him out. I mean, by all means, but loan him out to now maybe a championship team. because he could come good. You never know. I mean, for God's sake, I'm killing for someone to come out of Hale End to actually be good, and we can keep him. Maybe he could be one of them. But no, I'll definitely loan him out again because I think he has won something with is it Strum something in Austria. So yeah, loan him out again. And I think he's only, how old is he? Is he 21? Yeah, he's 21. Yes, Sturm Graz. That's who it is. And I think they won something this year. I think they won a cup. There you go. So, and he's been in the side their whole season. Well, for when he's been there anyway. I think that was in January.
Yeah. So you want to loan him out again?
Yeah, and hopefully to a championship side, maybe even a Premier League side. We'll see. But yeah, loan him out again.
Okay. All right. Cedric, Ben, next.
Yeah, see you later, mate. Too old. What is he now? 31, 32? I'm sorry. Do you know what, Cedric? Do you know what, Cedric? At a point, I thought, do you know what? Stability-wise, he'd have been all right. But no, sorry, Cedric, my guy. Nice fella, but nah. See you later. But I guarantee he'll stay. But because Arteta loves his side men, he'll like always back him, and I think Cedric's one of them guys. So yeah, but see you later, Cedric.
Okay. Yep. See you later, Cedric. Oh yeah. Now we're getting into the good stuff. Noon Tavash.
Yeah, that's a sticky one. That is a sticky one because if we kept one, I don't like the comments from Marseille, and if that's true, Arteta is not going to want to keep him because he hates agendas in the changing rooms, let alone a big voice. And if I was Arteta, I would keep him on the basis of if we're going to play him as a wing back or a winger. I know that we won't play him as a wing back because that's not how you play football. If we were going to play him as a more forward role, yeah. Is he a prospect? Yes. Do you want my opinion or do you want the realistic?
I want it all. I want it all like Freddie Mercury.
My opinion, I'd loan him out again just to see because he is young. Maybe he's just being young and dumb and not listening to his peers properly. I wouldn't keep him for next season. That's for sure. I'd loan him out again, but we're probably going to sell him.
I'd sell him.
Yeah, would you sell him?
I'd sell him. I'm done. I'm done with the agendas, to be honest. And that's exactly you took it out of my and Tony agrees with me. Sell him. I'm done with him. He was pony at left back. Let's get somebody who can actually play left back.
But I'll give it to him though. Going forward, he's good. He should be a winger or he should be more upfield, but he's not a left back. What is it? Can we actually get a left back that can defend, please? Well, we do have one in Tierney, but
yeah,
it is what it is.
Hold on, my wife just called and I just sent her to voicemail. That's how good I am. That's how good of a husband I am. Hold on 1 second. Good job, Tej.
Do you want to go on mute and I'll go for the next?
No, hold on. Let me just say I just got to say streaming and she'll roll her eyes. Okay, yeah. All right, Pablo Mari.
Before the wife, that's bad, TJ.
Right. It's okay. She understands.
Yeah. Go on. Next one. Let's go.
Mari.
See you later, mate. See you later. I think he's actually looking to get a permanent deal at Monza. I think I saw something like that. So, yeah, that's his level. Mari, you brought nothing to Arsenal, mate. I don't think you'll be remembered, my friend, unfortunately. So I will see you later.
Yeah, goodbye. Oh, here's a good one. Austin Trusty. God bless America.
TJ, mate.
Land that I love.
Floor's yours, because I have no clue about him, mate. So what you do about him. Have you ever seen him play or anything for America or anything like that? No.
So here's the thing about Austin Trusty. Okay, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again. The fact that we signed him in the first place is embarrassing. Okay, because as soon as we signed, so here's what happened: we signed him from Colorado Rapids.
Yeah.
Then send him back.
Wait a minute, I can see a link here. I can see Colorado.
Yeah.
The Cronkies. What clubs do they own in America?
Yeah, unbelievable. Yeah, and you want to talk about Drosh's clubs? Freaking Colorado is terrible. Anyway, they're not like Sporting KC though. Sporting KC just won their first game. My local club is in the mud over here. But yeah. So they loan him back to the Rapids to finish the season before they send him to Birmingham City.
And to be fair, I think he was actually one of their best players this season for Birmingham.
Yeah.
But I
He's not a
haven't seen
Premier
enough
League
of it.
player, man. He's not.
Yeah.
They'll take him. Here's the thing that's going to piss me off though is they're going to bring him to America on the tour,
Yeah, of course they will.
parade him around,
Yeah.
Matt Turner around.
They'll
Yep.
They will be the 2 starters guaranteed.
Oh, I'm gonna lose it.
Guaranteed.
I'm gonna lose it if they do
Don't get
that.
me wrong. I would like to see him in preseason. I want to see what he's all about because maybe he could. Because let's be real now. I don't think that. Well, then again, we've been linked with Tabsoba. I don't. Can I be honest with you, TJ? Apart from a midfielder, I don't know what our priorities are on Arteta's mind for transfers. So if we do keep him, that's 5 centre backs, sorry, including Rob Holding. So one's got to go, and I do think it's going to be Rob. We'll probably end up loaning him out again, TJ.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I'm okay with loaning him out again. If we actually think he can develop, and he can continue to develop in the championship, loan him out again. That's fine.
TJ, do you know how old Trusty is? Is he maybe 22?
Hold on.
I hope he's young. If he's mid-20s, then get him gone. Because that just says it all, doesn't it?
Yeah, he's mid-20s.
Is he?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me double check. Trusty American soccer player. He's 24. Yeah, Tony beat me to it. He's 24 years old.
Yeah, I think as a term of loaning him out to see if he can grow. Do you know what? It'll be a situation of I hope to God we sell Rob Holding this summer. We'll be left with Kivior and Trusty. I do think we may get in another centre back, but one's got to go, whether it's a loan or sell. And I do think he will either be sold or loaned. In my opinion.
Yeah, I think we need. I think one more season, and then we can sell him.
Debate it from there. Yeah, but I mean, listen, I never even knew who he was until we signed him, mate. So I think that just shows it, doesn't it? Really. But then again, Kivior had a couple good games this season, apart from tying his shoelace and all that. I'm not even though it's a joke. To be fair, he has been all right. Not great or the best thing since sliced bread, as some people want to call him, but. Give him a shot in preseason. We'll see what he's all about, and then we'll see. But my opinion, loan.
I'm playing spoiler alert. He's going to get loaned. He's going to get loaned. He'll get loaned back to a championship side again.
I agree.
Ainsley Maitland-Niles. I think we're already moving him on, right?
Yeah, he's already said that he wants to go.
Yeah, he's saying. Is he going to stay at Southampton though?
Do you know what? I wouldn't mind it. You know, they're going to obviously sell a load of their players because a lot of the Southampton players are going to want to leave. Ward-Prowse, big up Del Boy. Ward-Prowse is already linked with leaving Southampton. So do you know what? Ainsley Maitland-Niles has been killing for a first-team role, mainly in midfield for years. And I really want him to go to a club where he can get a starting role. He hasn't been good for Southampton this season, to be fair, but I want him to get a starting role in a midfield and shine. Because I do like Maitland-Niles. But, his time at Arsenal is done. So
yeah, it's over. It is over. All right. Sambi Lakanga.
Yeah, that's a tricky one. I mean, the fact he couldn't even get into Crystal Palace's starting 11. I think Vieira started him 3 times, maybe. Yeah, that's a tricky one. But then again, TJ, he didn't get a lot of time to shine at Arsenal. And I've seen his reactions to it. He has been quite annoyed. But then again, Arteta was never going to drop Xhaka. He wasn't going to drop Partey. This was before Jorginho and all that and Fabio Vieira. So Sambi, I'd give him a loan because I do want to see him. But yeah, and Tony, do you know what? I completely agree with you, bro. I could see him going to Burnley and working with Company. I think Company would take him in a heartbeat. I do.
100%. Company coming to the Premier League scares me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
I guarantee you, TJ, they are going to be our bogey team if he stays at Burnley.
They will stay up.
He will keep that team up. That Burnley side is so different to when Sean Dyche was there. Although Sean Dyche done a great job, and even though they were going up and down, but he was pretty stable with them. I really want Company to build something at that Burnley team, even if it's a cup, because I do think you can take them places. I mean, they've already won the championship, so I'm telling
you right now that Vincent Kompany scares me, to be honest. So we'll see. Lakanga, loan him, I guess. Yeah. I really don't. I don't want to say get rid, because he has shown in some Premier League games that he can play, but no games this season. He was a ghost this season.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's weird. I might need to watch him in the Belgium league. Some compilations, TJ. But
God,
yeah, when I've watched him in the midfield at Arsenal, it hasn't been great. Maybe I'm
it's
just
been
being
awful.
too. Maybe I'm being too cling on because he's young and all that. But do you know what? I'm going to be realistic. I think we're going to sell him. I think.
Okay, I'm okay with selling him, to be honest. But
as
I
long as we
think
bring in 2 good midfielders this summer, which I don't think we will. But
I don't think we will either.
Awesome.
Pepe.
I'd keep him. I would. I think a lot of people may disagree with me, but I'd keep him in the terms of people love to talk about squad depth. Top Gooners love to talk about squad depth. In the Champions League next season, we're going to need him. I do think we're going to, because there is talent there, but he does remind me a lot of Anthony this season. He does too much on the ball, and that was the problem with Pepe. He does too much on the ball. He doesn't do the simple pass. He loves a good skill. He loves a turnover. He loves a fake shot. But I would like to see him stay. But the way that Arteta gave his number to Trossard, I don't see it. But personally, I'd keep him. But I do think we might sell it. Maybe back to Nice, or we may loan him back to Nice for another season. But I personally would keep him.
I would personally keep him, but I don't think we will.
No.
Yeah, and Tony, that's a good point. He won't want. Yeah. Why would he want to come back?
I think Arteta sort of disrespected by saying, "Yo, your number's gone, mate. Let's." I think didn't Kivior take Maitland-Niles' number as well? He took the 15. Yeah. So that's
but Maitland-Niles was going to leave on a free anyway. Like he was gone. Yeah. Like this loan was like, yeah, well, see you later. Good luck on your future endeavors. Have fun down at Southampton getting relegated. There was a question I wanted to highlight.
Oh, and Pepe's one year left in his contract, so he's definitely leaving.
Okay, then yeah, that answers that question. Yeah, I don't have any of the contract guys up, the contract info up, guys. I have Arsenal's website on. Spencer asked why we're wearing the Hawaiian shirts. We're on vacation.
On vacation, bro. On vacation.
Yeah, man. Come on. We are going on vacation a full 2 months after Arsenal started their vacation.
Get the drinks out, glasses on.
Yeah, get the drinks out. Yeah, no, I know Connor's on the water. I'm on the non-alcoholic Sam Adams now, just the haze. Okay. Big up Sam Adams.
I need more.
Right.
I know let's finish the sell, and then we'll get onto. I'm on contracts and who's expiring, but let's.
Okay. Sounds good. Flo Balogun, I think we're all wanting to keep.
Oh, 100%. Yes.
Yeah, please bring him back. Please.
I would happily get rid of Nketiah. But then again, if we're looking at a striker this summer, I don't know what's going to happen with him unless we move Jesus into a more midfielder role or winger. Maybe that could be the answer. We're looking for Saka to have like someone to keep him going, challenge him. Mm-hmm. And people want to see him on the wing, Jesus. I wouldn't mind seeing him on the wing. He played there for City. He's not a striker. He gets goals, but he's not a striker. He's a centre forward or a cam, and we don't play that. We play cam, but Odegaard's already got that slot. So maybe Jesus on the wing to keep up with Saka on the right, bring in a striker, get rid of Nketiah, and then have Balogun and that new striker fighting it out. Maybe. Or maybe I'm playing career mode, but 100% keep it.
I think you're definitely playing career mode, but it's what you want. It's your keep sell. All right, and last Marquinhos.
Yeah, loan him out. That's a weird one. Yeah, look at that, because I do not see him actually playing a single game next season. So loan him out.
Yeah, I agree with that. Big up everybody in the chat. If you are new, make sure you are smashing the subs. I actually I put my first pinned comment up there to encourage everybody to smash those subs up. We are flying here at TJ Warren TV. I don't mean to brag, but we are absolutely flying. And it's because of all you guys in the chat coming in and telling dirty jokes and all that shit that happened last week. Which, by the way, I'm gonna keep evangelizing this. The American Idiot Show, 9 p.m. UK, this Friday. Oregon Gooner, Connor's coming back, Jez is coming back, and then we got Maddie, the Southern Gooner. He has his own channel that's absolutely incredible. You've seen him on Lee Gunner's channel a bunch. He's on DWTT's channel, Gary's channel. He is an absolute legend. So come to that show. That's going to be scenes. And I'm not going to be drinking non-alcoholic beverages on that one. I am going
I'll even
Full diesel.
I'll get a couple of drinks for tomorrow's show.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, we're going in on this one, I think.
Yeah. Right, shall I
yeah, so big up everybody.
Contracts?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that real quick, and then I will give a quick prediction on the Wolves game, and then I got to jet because I got to go to rehearsal again.
Yeah. So yeah, we've got Maitland-Niles obviously expiring this summer, so we know he's going. The people that are on 1 year are Pepe, who, by the way, in total cost us 91 million. I've just seen. The fee was about 70, but according to this, including wages and the amount of time he was here, it's been 91 mil. Pablo Mari, he's on 1 year. Granit Xhaka, but he's leaving. Cedric's on 1 year. I hope to God we don't give him a bloody contract. Runnisson's on 1 year. El Neni and Okonkwo is on 1 year. And that's all the players that have a year left in the contract.
Yeah, so El Neni, you said El Neni's done, right?
Well, he's running a training facility now for kids, which fair play to him for building that up.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, a little source, he should be leaving at the end of the season. His contract, he should just be cutting his contract and going. And that's a player's contract I would cut out.
And that's because of injury, right? So what's so funny though, Connor, is that you said this, and then I went on like a couple of different shows, and they were just like, "What was what Conor said true?" Like I want to know your source. Is your source reliable? Who is this little birdie? Name the source. Name names.
So it's gonna sound like this. My aunt's dog's neighbour's now. So my cousin, he's 10, or no, he's a bit younger than that, maybe 9. The team he plays for, El Neni's son plays for that team, and obviously El Neni goes to that training to watch his son play. And from what has been apparently said, he is wanting to go to do that training facility full time. And leave football. So Arsenal will be his last club. But it's a rumor. But his son does play for my cousin's team. So he plays alongside him.
Well, if he leaves, I'm not going to be upset, and it just gives us more emphasis to buy somebody else. But at the same time, I have no confidence that we're going to actually go out and do the business that needs to be done this summer. I just don't. I mean, and it is what it is, past behavior and all that.
Yeah, I don't get why. I'm so confused over the hype of this, because I've seen all over Instagram, people are so confident that apparently I generally think they're time travelers and they're living in September of 2023, and we've signed all these fantastic players. Why do some people think that? And listen, you can have your own opinion, I get it, but I'm looking at the logic here. How can you already decide in your head that we're signing 5 world-class players? Because you don't know that. I would love Arsenal to go out this summer and sign 5 proper world-class players. Not kids, not 20-year-olds from random leagues like Fresneda from that Spain, who, by the way, no one's talking about anymore. But when we were linked to him, he was the best thing since sliced bread. And he had compilations about him left, right, and centre. I want 5, but they're saying, but we're going to sell it, but we're going to bring in 5 world-class players. I'm like, but how do you know that? Are you Doctor Who? Are you from the future? Have you travelled back in time? Are you from Back to the Future? Like, what's going on here? How do you know we're going to sign these players? It's going to be the same story, TJ. We're going to sign 2 good players, 3 kids, and that is going to be our
Start clipping them, Connor, so we can make fun of them.
If you want to clip me, by all means. And
No. I'm going to say start. I'm saying start clipping. Start
100%.
clipping them.
Yeah.
So we can have an episode mudding them.
Yeah,
that's what I'm going to say.
I want to make it very clear. I would love to be clipped this moment right now and then be proven wrong, because I want this team to be built on a structure and become like Man City's team, which is full of world-class players. Maybe the odd few that shouldn't be there, but I don't think there's many. Maybe there's about 1 or 2 Calvin Phillips. But it's true. That's gone downhill. But then again, he has had injuries, to be fair. But I want that to be our structure. And I hope that's what Edu's going out to do. But I don't think he is, TJ. Because I think with the fact that we've already been told that Caicedo and Rice are going to be 70 to 90 combined. I mean, 70 to 90 each, sorry. So that's going to be what, 140 to 170 mil. If we have a 200 million transfer budget, that's 30 mil left. If I'm going to look at it, plus wages, by the way, and the players that we're going to sell, these 8 players. If we look at it, TJ, the players that we're going to sell, maybe Partey is going to be the most expensive one. I don't see us making enough to sell for us to buy again, and I'm going to keep making that point. I'm going to be honest. I think it's these kids that are thinking they're playing career mode. I'm being serious. I'll say that I'm 19. I'm one of you. But I'm looking at logistically. We're going to sell to buy, but like every club does, apart from maybe City or Chelsea. It's not going to go the way we think it's going to go. It's not. We're going to buy one great player, and that'll be it.
Sell to buy. But when you're only bringing in what tops 30 million, maybe.
Yeah, I think we could maybe get.
I think that's on the high side, honestly.
Yeah, I think if I look at it, and the fact that I've already seen links for Partey to leave, which I think would be a shame, by the way.
I think it'd be a shame too.
We need him for next season, because if we're going to build a Champions League side to go on to win it, by the way, because that's what every team should be doing, especially Arsenal, because we're one of the biggest teams not just in England, in Europe, by the way. We are.
In the world.
Well, yeah, in the world. We've got one of the biggest fan bases in America, and I think in Africa, in Asia. We are all around the world. We are one of the biggest clubs, right? We need to be competing now and staying in the Champions League like we did with Wenger. But apart from with Wenger, although he did get us to a final, and I think a semi-final, was it?
Yeah.
Apart from that, but we need to be doing this every goddamn season. Every season. And I'm not saying we're going to do it straight next season. We're probably not. But I want us to, like Man City have been doing recently, going back and going again and again and again. And now they're in a final again. And I think they're going to win it. That's what I want us to build upon. And, we've literally got Pep's prodigy. Why can't we be the next? We have the most perfect example. I know, because obviously people don't like Arteta, they want him to leave, but we do have the perfect example of a man who's worked under this manager, who has 4 Premier League titles in 5 years, and possibly a treble, and including now a Champions League. He's won everything. We have got the biggest knowledgeable manager who knows about Pep, in my opinion, in the Premier League as it stands in the Premier League, to take us to do this. But Eddie, bro, do your magic. I'm saying do your magic. We haven't done much magic, but do something. Please don't bring in Dross. Don't bring in Dross, please.
I think you're it's going to be more effective to write letters to Santa, Connor. I'm not going to lie to you. Long Hair Yeti says you'll bring in 1 or 2, and then he'll hang back and get what's left the last one. Oh, you mean? Oh, wait a minute. You mean what he's done before?
Yeah.
Shocker. Long Haired Yeti, prognosticator.
If I was Edu, and I look at the table now, quick look at the Premier League table. If you look at the Premier League table right now, I think Leicester are gonna go down, and I actually think this final week's gonna be interesting for mainly Everton and Leeds. I think West Ham are going to beat Leicester. If Leeds go down, and I think it'll be what it is right now, Leicester, Leeds, Southampton. Right? If I look at it, a lot of players, when they go down, obviously their fee goes down. Tielemans is on his last year. He's going to be a free. I'd take him. It's a free transfer. If we're going to look at this realistically, right, and we want to save money, because this is what we're going to have to do. Tielemans, free. Maddison's going to be on a lower fee because he got relegated. Bring him in. Harvey Barnes has been fantastic for Leicester this season. He's going to be on a lower fee. Bring him in. That's 3 players who, in my opinion, if their fees do get lowered, I think we'll be paying no more than 60, 65 million for the both of them, for the 3 of them. Because one's going to be free. Maddison, in my opinion, with his fee being lowered, we could be paying between maybe 40 mil.
Yeah.
And Harvey Barnes, I think, is maybe 25 to 30. That's 3 quality players from a team I know has been relegated, but I think 3 players that can make a difference in the club. And that's bolstering the squad. And Premier League proven, by the way. And
Tielemans, I'm not like totally sold on, but James Maddison.
Oh, mate.
Why are we not talking about why are we not putting the pressure on Eddie to bring in this guy?
Yeah,
like
100%.
that's another, like I see in the Spurs side of things, they're talking about bringing in James Madison. I'm like, why are we not?
Yeah,
Why
100%.
are we not? We're so thin. We're so thin in the midfield.
It's because we're
We
so
have
obsessed with Odegaard, TJ. That's why we're so obsessed
yeah,
with
player of
Odegaard.
the season, by the way.
Yeah,
Ghost to guard.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're so obsessed with him, and that's why. And yeah, and like, yeah. To be fair, Yeti, I did say I actually want Kante on the basis that he was free. Nothing else. On the basis that he was free. That's why I'd sign Kante. If you had to
Yeah.
pay for him, I wouldn't. But
Yeah, we got an argument. Not an argument, but we disagreed on that one.
yeah, we did disagree on that one. We did disagree, but that was just, in my opinion, of bolstering the squad, because that's what people complain about, because we don't have enough squad depth according to Top Gooners, which we don't, to be fair. But yeah, you've got to be, if we want to be scraping the barrel here and want to be looking at free transfers, Leicester's the way to look at it, because they've got quality in their team, and their two highest goal scorers this season, who have been fantastic, by the way, and carried the team as far as they can, are about to get relegated, in my opinion. They're going to be on lower fees because they've been relegated. Why not go for them? Why not? And I do think between the two of them, we could pay 60 mil, in my opinion, anyway. But
I agree.
And that's a good bit of the fee left. We'll probably make a bit from selling a couple of players. And then we can go for the big boys in the midfield, like maybe a Caicedo, maybe a Rice. I personally go for Caicedo, personally. And then we look at, well, if I had to look at it, I'd go for, do you know what? I'd go for too many players in that bloody team. I'd go for a centre-back, a full-back that can play both sides, ideally. We need a DM, because now apparently both Xhaka and Partey are leaving. So we need a DM, because then we're left with Jorginho and Sambi Lokonga. Oh my God, I just deeped it. We're going to need two midfielders if Partey leaves. Oh my God, TJ, we're screwing ourselves over. We are so screwed next season. Oh, shit.
This hairline is retreating at the
now
thought.
I know why Arteta doesn't like to talk about transfers, because it would piss me off. Because to be fair to him, because transfers aren't an easy business, by the way. As much as people do want to say, here's 60, there you go, let's buy it. I think it is a longer process than that. You know, the agents are a big problem when it comes to transfers.
100%.
Agents are majority of them are the most incompetent people in football, in my opinion. And that's one problem why, in my opinion, transfers take a very long amount of time. But Jesus, I do at times like this, I do feel for Arteta. I've
felt bad for him in the transfer, to transfers his entire time here.
Well, it's fact, TJ, that I think we already realised that he gives Edu names of players that he wants. And when Edu doesn't deliver those players because he's screwed up in the transfer market, and I do think it's down to, anyway, I'll put you finish my point. Edu then goes ahead and gets, Mikel, I'm so sorry, I couldn't get you in, but this is the next best thing, I promise. Here, have this. Listen, Mikel, I know you wanted Caicedo, I know, but listen, next best thing. Listen, I'll give you a little bit of a run-up to get you a bit excited. Champions League winner, leader, Italian, Euros winner, Jorginho. Here you go. And that is exactly what is going to happen this summer. That is what's going to happen this summer. And I watched that documentary, and two more things, and I will shut up. I watched the Amazon documentary again the other day because I thought, do you know what? Let me rewatch it, because I was just curious. And when I saw the Aubameyang stuff and the way they were negotiating deals and all that and trying to get him out, and again, we only saw a 10-minute clip. You know, that is 10 minutes out of many days, weeks of transfer talk. Yep. But from what I saw of how Edu runs things, he looks clueless. He looks unexperienced, which he is. And that's in no disrespect, because I wouldn't do a better job in my opinion, because I have no clue of the numbers or anything like that. But he looks so inexperienced. And it does, and I think that does fall down to him at some point. You know? And that's just the way I look at it. And if I really look at it, since Edu's been here, have Brazilians been our best player? No, they can't have been, no. Who's been our best player that's come in that he signed? If we think about it. Is it Partey maybe? Because I was
Martinelli.
going to say maybe it's Brazilians that he likes that does the best deals, but then again, we've only signed under him Marquinhos.
Martinelli.
No, Martinelli was under the other lot before him.
I thought he brought. Oh, okay.
No,
Well, he helped develop him.
Yeah.
I would say
sign. But then
oh,
again,
signed. Okay.
and again, Jetty, we tried to get that Danilo fellow that went to Nottingham Forest. We couldn't do that. So actually, take our point away. It's got nothing to do with Brazilians. But yeah, it is definitely a factor of I don't think Edu fully knows what he's doing. Because especially when we look at the Mudryk stuff, which by the way, I'm glad we didn't get him. But I do think he did.
I like how we have to say that every single time.
Yeah, I know. But if we look at it, I do actually think we were going to get him, but I think he cocked it up. But that's a good thing, by the way. But I do think he did cock it up, and that's why he did go to Chelsea. But yeah, this
chat is moving absolutely mad.
Yeah,
we got 17 inside. Big up, everybody. Big up. Oh man, yeah. No, I don't. Yeah, sorry. I just need to. Yeah, and smash a sub if you're new, by the way, and follow Conor, Conor.editing on Instagram. He does all of your media needs. Guys, okay, look. Edu is not
maybe 2 seconds.
The guy. Go. Edu is not the guy. Okay? He's not. So when is this fan base gonna finally call out? I mean, this chat does. All the rats in the chat do. But gonna call out this guy and say, hey, you have this war chest. You have 200 million. Go and get at least Rice or Caicedo. I want Caicedo over Rice, period. And then go fill out with the players from the relegated teams like Leicester City, Madison, and move forward. I don't think it's that tough, to be honest. But like I've said it before, and I'll say it again, Edu will pay $5 for a free sandwich. That's what he does. We signed Marquinhos on a free, but we still gave the Brazilian team he came over from $3 million. So that's why I have zero confidence in this individual to continue as sporting director for Arsenal. Will he stay? Yes. Will Arteta stay? Yes. Will AirPod Albert stay? Yes. Everybody is staying. Down to the cleaning lady.
Then I will stay as well.
Then I will stay. It's not, nothing is changing, guys. Nothing. So we can continue to call Arteta an arrogant prick and get upset and all this stuff. But what is that actually really doing, right? So let's just hope they find the magic that they had in the fall and go a little bit farther this next time. I don't think it's going to happen, but I'd love to see it. Anyway, I got to start hopping off here in a second because I have to get to a show. But let's put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Actually, I need to highlight this comment because this is funny. Hey, TJ, when you're out in Washington on tour, please let us know how many times you randomly bump into Edu. Yeah, that's not going to happen. I am planning on seeing AFTV out there, though. I know that's going to happen.
Yeah, do. Yeah. Put your opinion in.
So,
because at least, you know what? The thing with AFTV is people like you, TJ, you can go on it and they may not even publish your interview for what you say. But at least we know at least you know that you'd go on that channel and you would say it as it is. You wouldn't hold back.
I'm not going to make any effort to find them. That's the difference. Yeah. I'm not doing this. So here's the thing. It's like, yeah, if I see them, sure. But it's one of those things where I'm not going out there to try to further a YouTube career or a career in media. I'm not doing that. I'm going out there to see my club. That is what I'm going to see. A club that I've been following for 10 plus years and I've never been able to see live. And now it's finally happening against the vaunted MLS All-Stars, by the way. The world-beating MLS All-Stars.
He's Carlos Vela. Maybe Aubameyang by the time.
Maybe Aubameyang.
Yeah, maybe Aubameyang. Nothing.
That would be hilarious. But look, man, like I'm not. Yeah, man is burning AFTV. I burn AFTV every single stream. I just don't care guys. I don't care enough.
What? What if we lose the MLS All Stars and you find them, and Robbie be like, no, we can still do it. We can still win it.
Yeah. If Arsenal, if
guys or something, I think isn't there a trophy in this American?
There's probably some sort of dumb cup. I mean, it's the Florida Cup was a thing.
Watch out. If we lose it, Ty will come and say, Carlos Vela, you're a cheat. I hope the MLS All Stars get relegated.
Yeah, it's just like the MLS All Stars are a group of players that have literally never played together before. Mate. If we don't win 5-0, it's an absolute disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace. You're a cheat. You're an absolute disgrace.
Do you know one quick thing? When I remember, maybe people in the chat might remember this. Don't know if you will, TJ. Maybe you will as well. When I think of America and I think of Arsenal, we had a kid back where I want to say early 2015, maybe even before that. We had a kid from the academy called I think he was pronounced Zalala, and he was from America, and he was meant to be the next big thing. Swear to God, he was probably one of the first overhyped players at Arsenal. Zalala, if anyone can remember him, you probably won't because he really didn't do much for Arsenal. He was this American fella, and literally was made out to be Wenger's next big guy. He's a kid. He's going to become the next big thing, maybe like the next Weah or whoever, maybe even Clem Dempsey, if you could say that. And he was crap. He was so bad. And he got loaned out, then loaned out, then loaned out, then loaned out, then loaned out. And this was meant to be Wenger's next big guy. And I think when Wenger left, he did end up getting sold, or maybe the season after Emery. And now he's in the second division of the Dutch league. So that's one thing when I think of American players and Arsenal. And that's why I look at someone like Austin Trusty, and I think it's going to be the same thing all over again.
A lot of our players are naturalized internationals for the U.S. men's team.
Yeah.
Long may it continue. Because, and I'm not going to go into this because I will tell you, youth development in the United States of America is terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible. The amount of money that it costs to get kids into these programs, these high level programs, is insane. Whereas in these countries where you have World Cup winners, there's no barriers like that. So, it's one of those things where I will always cheer on my country. Always. I am a shameless American when it comes to international competition. But I don't expect anything out of the United States outside of our federation. So that's that on that. Okay, we're gonna start getting it out, guys. We're gonna start winding it down a little bit. Big up Tony, big up long-haired Yeti, big up Jaminho, big up Goguma, big up everybody who came by, big up Spursy, Mikel, Arteta, everybody. Highbury, local Badger, everybody in the chat. Big up for coming and spending time with us on this, Thursday evening. We know you have a lot of choices in your YouTube entertainment, and we're glad you chose us. We're still on vacation, everybody. We're still on vacation. Conor, start taking us out, man. What's your prediction for Wolves Arsenal? Because we gave a hell of a breakdown here. We did a great job.
Yeah, great job.
We did a great job breaking down the game, previewing the game. We absolutely killed it. Breaking down the tactics, naming the starting 11 that we're going to take. We definitely didn't spend the time talking about loanees we want to hang on to. We definitely didn't spend the time talking about, bullshit American, old American players that never worked out internationally.
Yes.
Oh, Will's here. Will, we're going to win the World Cup in the next 12 years. Mark my words, TJ. We are not, Will, but I think we're going to get closer.
Aren't you hosting the next World Cup? You guys?
Yeah, we are in 2026, and it's coming to Kansas City too.
Because you and Mexico are both hosting it. So
in Canada.
What the hell? Why don't?
Yeah, it's 3 countries
doing it. I don't get FIFA. FIFA actually confused me. First, you have a World Cup at Christmas, and now you have a World Cup in 3 different countries. Like, what is going on here? Like, I know
Money,
it's-
money, money,
I know, yeah. I know
money.
it's all on the same
Money.
continent, but like, why? Why are you doing this? Oh, anyway, but yeah,
PR. They're making up for Qatar.
I feel sorry for the players because one week they're going to have to go to New York, and then the next they're going to have to travel somewhere in Mexico. I know it's not that far, but still, like, it's a bit of a trek. Like, what's the point? But anyway, that's FIFA.
Yeah.
Anyway,
FIFA.
yeah, I'll shout myself out. You can find me on Instagram, CMO.editing. I do editing, as you can tell in the name. And yeah, for people's social medias, YouTube, Instagram, anything like that, all my prices and stuff are on there on my page, and you can find me on there. And I do all TJ's work as well, so that's how you can sort of see what I do, and his thumbnails and everything like that. So yeah, been a great show, TJ. Thank you very much for having me on once again. Chat's been fantastic as always. Always a great laugh. These shows, especially in the situation we're in right now. If anyone's excited for this game on the weekend, fair play to you. I'm not. I'm more excited for tomorrow's American Idiot show than anything as my weekend. And my golf game this weekend as well. I'm more excited for that than this bloody Arsenal game. So yeah, big up to everyone in chat. Thank you very much, TJ. I'm going to go for a 4-0 win because we seem to batter teams at the end of the season. I'm going to go for a 4-0 win against Wolves. If we lose that game, Jesus Christ, I am not going to do a reaction to it because I'll be fuming and I'm going to say something I'll regret. So, yeah, but we better beat them, and I think we will. Lowest scoring team. If we even concede to these guys, it's a joke. 4-0, I'm going to go for. Come on, the Arsenal. Champions League next season, boys. And, yeah, big up to everyone, and thanks very much, TJ.
Okay. Yeah, Will, I'll trust you. Big up Tottenham away. They say, Will says, trust me, I've seen the kids coming up, and it's way different than this current crop of youngsters that came up. Kids that make CP look like Brian Hill. All right, well.
What happened to that guy, man? He came and he sort of went again, and I think he's on loan again, isn't he, that Brian Gill, isn't he?
Yeah, we're not gonna we talked about this. He's Tottenham's Fabio Vieira, essentially.
Yeah. Long edge, you want to jet your face for Wolves.
Yeah, 4-0 Wolves. I don't blame him for saying that, bro. I really don't. Cheers, everybody in the chat. I'm gonna go 3-0 Arsenal because I'm a toxically positive person. And we should absolutely be battering these guys 100%. Play for pride. For the love of God, play for pride. And make it so I don't get clipped again when we get battered by Nottingham Forest.
Who clips you?
Normally? EPL clips or something like that. Matt, the Southern Gooner showed me because he and Lee got clipped, and then me and Tony got clipped. Yeah, EPL. Yeah, I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link.
Oh, yeah, we got clipped now. I'm gonna get clipped now.
We got clipped, bro, and it was bad.
What was the clip? What was the clip?
It was me. Okay, so it was me. It was after Nottingham Forest scored. It wasn't the initial reaction. So Tony is a little bit behind. For his stream was a little bit behind, so I saw it first, and I just didn't react. I was just kind of like, goal Nottingham Forest, and then went back to looking at my phone because, we gave the ball away in the midfield and it happened like that. Yeah. And great pass by Morgan Gibbs White, by the way. I mean, they looked great. You got to give it to Nottingham Forest, honestly. And then Tony loses his mind because he finally saw the goal. And he's just like, TJ, what did you think of that? And I'm just like, nice goal. And then I just went back. To doing whatever it was I was doing. Dude. And then I got clipped.
Oh, bastards. I might get clipped now as well.
So funny. Hey, it means they're watching. That's all that matters. Exactly. They're watching. People are watching, baby.
Big up to all of you, man.
Big up everybody. All right.
Finally, Jaminho, our last home clean sheet was Everton in March.
Yikes. Okay, guys. We're getting it out. American Idiot Show, 9 p.m. tomorrow. Yep. Me, this guy. Maddie, the Southern Gooner, Jez Collins, and of course, my boy Dow.
Okay, Dow. Yeah, can't be
Dow will be here.
That's actually
dodged us today.
I'm not bigging myself up. Like Jez and Matty are legends.
It's a sick panel.
Great panel.
Sick.
Can't wait for that one.
Yeah, I don't know how we got here, but we're here, baby.
We're here.
All right, big up. Come on, you Gunners. We're out of here.